Hello everyone, this is Al-Fadi, and we'd like to welcome you back to another one of those episodes that are part of this new series that we've launched recently called Islam, Atheism, and in this case we're talking about morality. For the last few videos we've used the founder of Islam, Muhammad, as an example of someone who has violated morally a number of issues. And we're using those examples of moral, actions to try to reason with those ex-Muslims, especially those youngsters recently, part of this new movement where they consider themselves to be atheist. And we, of course, we know why they're saying this. They want nothing, technically speaking, to do with religion. Maybe they've been disillusioned by the teaching of Islam. Maybe even they're troubled by the moral actions of the founder of Islam. And we're using Muhammad for another specific reason. It's the Quran that says that Muhammad is an example for all believers. In other words, if you are troubled by his actions, then you ought to ask yourself then, why would anyone follow a religion that is founded by somebody like Muhammad, who has violated his own rules in sometimes, and even many of the moral values and actions, so to speak. Obviously, we're not really promoting atheism here. What we are trying to do is to reason with you to consider the fact that, given that you are troubled by the actions, that tells us that you are wired to know what is right and what is wrong. And we want to draw you to Christ, who definitely has a much higher moral grounds and moral values. And the hope is that in Christ, you will find that comfort and answer that you're seeking to give you that peace that you desire. With me here in studio today to continue our discussions and even our examination of some of the immoral actions by the founder of Islam, my dear brother David Wood. David, welcome back.
Good to be here, sir.
So in the past we've used a couple of examples about, for instance, wife beating is one example. We talked about the temporary marriage as another example. What other example do we have today from the actions of Muhammad?
Yeah, well, it's an interesting one. Muhammad did lots of horrible things that didn't trouble the people around him at the time, at least as far as the records we have. So Muhammad's relationship with Aisha, we look at Muhammad's relationship with Aisha, a 9-year-old girl, and we find that very disturbing, but the people around him didn't complain much about